Hello, good evening, welcome. My name is Obindako, welcome, welcome. I want to share with you the ability to work with people, working with a partner, the ability to work with people. Life, whenever something happens around you, good or bad, there was somebody who was connected. If you're successful at anything, it's because there was somebody who was part, there was somebody who was in relationship with you. That which got you into trouble and difficulty, there was also another human being who was connected with you. I think that everything that we are building in this life is never built alone. We never do, we never become great at anything alone. So your vision, your business, anything that you want to build, your ability to work with people is most crucial. You're going to succeed at anything based on the quality of the people that you work with, the partners that you work with, their quality, the quality of their character, the quality of their skill, the quality of their network, even the quality of their pocket, how far they see, the vision, their strength. Your ability to work with people is everything. We have a lot of small businesses all over. We call them businesses, but technically they are not. They are just another way of people getting revenue. If you want to build a business, if you want to grow any idea into a business, if your entrepreneurship journey, your ability, one of the things that will make you successful or make you delay will be your ability to work with people, your ability to work with the best, you know. So working with a partner is what I want to talk about. And most people think that, it's my dream, I want to be alone. It's only said with people with a little vision and little mind. Even if it's not a partner, you're going to work with somebody in that business. You're going to work with somebody, and your ability, how masterful you are in working with people, is going to be a deciding factor whether you are going to be successful, whether you are going to stagnate, whether you're going to give up, whether you're going to think small, or whether you're going to think big. It has everything to do with how much you understand this ability to work with people. People, human beings, they come in all forms. They come in all heights and sizes, color. And when you meet another human being, even though they look the same, it's not the same human being. They come with everything that they have ever done, everything that they have ever acquired, every skill that they have ever had. And so your business, your dream, even family, the success that individuals get, humans, the success that they get, the quality of the family life actually had to do with the quality of person that you chose. You know, so if you are miserable at home, it's the ability that you had in choosing a partner. And so the same with business. Business for me is not that much separate from, choosing a business partner or working with a business partner is not that much separate from choosing a family partner or a marriage partner. They have a lot of things in common. The only thing is that this is strictly commerce and the other one has other things connected, but really they are the same. And so your ability to work with people is a skill. If you cannot work with people, you will stay small. If you cannot work with people, you will give up on your dream. And people will come with blessings, and some will come with another thing. So if you're thinking of building your dream, growing your enterprise, growing your vision, how masterful you are with how people get comfortable in your presence, how you're able to connect with people. A dream is a skill, it's an ability. It doesn't just come to you like that. It is developed, it is acquired, it is enhanced, and it's progressive. So somebody can work with just 2, 3 people. Somebody can work with 20,000 people. It's a skill that they developed. And the largeness of the dream, the bigness of the dream, has everything to do with your ability to work with people. So working with a partner is, they tell us that in Africa in Africa we don't work that much with ourselves. We are not good with partnership. It's because we have not developed that ability. It's an ability. It's not because the African has something to do. It's not because we are Africans. It's because it's a skill. Because it can give a lot of benefits. It also has to go through a lot of processes to enjoy the benefit. We have to go through a lot of processes to enjoy the benefit. So learn how to work with a partner. In it, consider the skill that the partner has. Consider why you want a partner. Why do you want a business partner? Why? What is it that you're looking for? And what kind of person that you think you need? It shouldn't just be that, oh, he's my brother, or he's my friend. You can do that when you're not informed, when you're not skilled, when you don't know. But after a while, when you're looking for a partner in business, because you need it actually, you need it, whether they are strictly, most people, you meet a lot of contractors or business people in our country, is only about himself, everything is in his pocket. That's why his business is small. That's why he's always looking. He's always looking for, connection, man, because he didn't develop that ability to work. Because the vision, the quality, the bigness of the vision is directly linked to your ability to work with the best of people. So it's an ability. Consider what you need in a partner. What is it that you need? Is it his character, his strength, his technical skills, his leadership, his courage, his money, his finances that you need, his connections that you need? What is it that you need? Why do you need a partner? To work with a partner will grow the business faster than most likely working alone. And when there is a problem, I think that it's easier when a team is involved solving a problem than just when one person is taking everything. Of course, it also means that when there are rewards, when there are benefits, it has to be shared among the partnership. So, but I think that you go faster in this life. You go faster and you go more prepared. You are better equipped, and you don't feel lonely, and you are able to come out with better choices based on the kind of partners that you had building your dream, building your life, or building the family, or building the business. So it's not something that just comes to us like that. We have to be aware that it's a prerequisite. It's mandatory. If you are going to build anything, you need to choose a partner, and you must be informed how you're choosing the partner, why you need that partner. So consider the skills. You have to make that decision. You have to make that decision. Nobody can make that decision for you. Why do you need? Let's say you want to start what kind of business? Maybe you want to start a cocoa farm or something, or you want to start a mining company. You want to start a provision shop. You want to start a construction company. You want to start an airline, whatever that you want to start. You may not even have money. Your dream is there. There is somebody who can come to join you, and the next minute the dream is, is rolled. You start with it. And there's somebody who can join you, and you forget about everything. You become so hopeless, and your confidence goes away because of who you partner with. So in looking for partner, don't place yourself first. Don't be selfish. Look for your common interest. That's one of the things that people don't know. They are always looking at what will benefit them. So everything about themselves is, them. Everything. And that's why, unfortunately, that's why we've been trained anyway. So you hear people, everything is about them. Everything. It's always about them, my family, my wife, my children, my car, my degrees, my salary. It's always about them. That's why they have limited ability to work with people. If you're going to work with a partner, you need to think beyond self. You have to be a person who can work, who can consider the interests of another person. You can consider the things that are important to another person. It's a skill, it's an ability. Look at the interests, think of them, think of what is more beneficial to them than to you. And you show your maturity in working with a partner. The ability that you have is seen when there are difficulties, when there are difficult times. Your ability to play as a partner or to work with a partner is seen in difficult times, in tough times. And most people or most partnership usually break when there are difficulties, when there are challenges, when they can't see their way through. They become so much self-focused. That's why you don't need a lot of selfishness when you have to work with another person as a partner. I think that, yes, of course, people give all kind of advice, but I think that the kind of business terrain that we have here, if you're able to have a better, quality ability, you are better off succeeding at your business in our country if you're able to choose a good partner. And yet, most people have had bad experiences in terms of working with, a business partner. So, but it's the best of it. So learn how to grow together with your business partner. Learn how to grow, because one of the things that will separate you from your partner, some people are in business with their wives. Some people are in business with their brothers, their friends. Some people are in business because they met the guy somewhere they didn't know. They built some kind of relationship and they entered into business. Now, the strength of the relationship is going to grow when you happen to be growing together on the same kind of materials, I think. And so if one is learning and growing faster in terms of acquisition of knowledge, of skill, of exposure, there will be separation of the relationship, or there will be huge compromise on the other one who is trying to grow that fast. So one of the things that I will recommend will be learn how to grow together. It's a good thing. At least the materials that you feed, the network that you build, the things that train you. If you have a business partner, at least try to introduce that to them as well. Because the more you grow together, the more bond, or the better the bond becomes. So it's an ability. It's an ability. If you work with a partner, you have to think big and huge. Before, you were thinking of 100 cities yourself, and you'll be happy. Once a partner comes in, you are looking at 100,000. That's the benefit of partnership. You are not going for partner to think small and to stay small. You're going for partner so that if you could do one, the partner comes in and you could do 100,000, you could do 20,000, you could do 2 million, because there's a partnership. The partnership is for growth, it's for expansion. It's not, if you go alone, then it may be a little thing you'll be very happy with, but it is an ability. It is an ability. So learn how to grow together, read together, watch some kind of videos together, listen to people together, and learn how to handle disagreements. Learn how to handle disagreements. It's very much important, because you're separate human beings. You're not the same. Even you yourself, sometimes you're not happy with yourself. So how much more another human being with different convictions, different head, different knowledge, they process things differently, and you're working with this person and you think that everything will be all right. No, there will be times that there will be kind of, there will be things that you have to just share your opinion on them. And it could be disagreement, but you just have to learn how to handle disagreements if you're working with your partner. Ability to work with people is your ability to also handle disagreements professionally, without breaking the relationship. But people sometimes become that much egoistic, and when people are very much egoistic, it is difficult for them to compromise their position, and sometimes it's difficult for them to work with people. And so, one of the abilities to work with people will be the ability to handle disagreements very professionally and be thinking and be focusing on the future of the partnership and the benefit that you think you have. Whenever you don't agree with your partner, ask questions. Don't assume. Ask questions, even if they're angry. Ask the relevant questions, because the things that you are not asking, those are the things that will break the partnership, especially the business one. Be less suspicious. If people do things that you don't understand, assume the best and ask questions. If you see that maybe there's a money thing that you don't understand, don't just easily jump into conclusion that he's trying to do something evil with the money, but assume that he's taking the best of decision for both of you. But then ask for clarity. Ask, because people will come with all kind of especially business relationship, because you may have a family, the other person may have a family. Everybody outside the relationship may be thinking of protecting your interest. So the things that can be handled calmly, when a lot of people are involved, it can generate into huge disagreement. So you have to be mature enough to ask the important questions and be less suspicious of each other, and be grateful and thankful for the kind of relationship that you're building for the business. Be thankful that you have this kind of person that you're working with. If you don't respect the partner, if you don't believe in the partner, you have no business being in partnership in the first place. So if you happen to have chosen a business partner, then there should be something that should be attractive to you, and you should be thankful for those things that you considered why you chose that person to be your business partner. There will be other things that you will not be happy with, which is okay, because they're human beings. There are things that you will not be happy with, but focus more on the things that you think are asset to the relationship, are asset to the business, and be thankful and express them as much as you can, because it's a relationship that you're building, and the strength of the relationship is actually the strength of the business. If it's a partnership business, the strength of the relationship is the business is not going to be stronger than the strength of the partners in the business. So the more porous the relationship is, the more porous and unfocused and unproductive that the business will become. If the relationship is more connected and there is more that is building the relationship, there will be results which will be seen in the business. So learn how to handle those things. Learn how to handle the disagreements. Learn how to handle the things that relationship come up with. There are benefits. There are benefits of relationship in terms, partnership in terms of their business. Are people who have mastered the ability to work with people. I think with less stress, because business is tough, business is difficult. The kind of business idea that you are building, the kind of business vehicle that you have, the kind of business that you have entered into, it can slow you, can kill you, and it can also make you successful. And so I think that your ability to work with people, even if it's not a business partner, you're going to deal with people. No, the network is breaking, but the ability, the success, sorry, welcome. The success of the business is really going to, be determined by the ability that you have in working with people. They don't have to be employees, or they don't have to be partners, but you're going to work with people. You're going to work with people. Your customers are human beings. Your suppliers are human beings. Those who are giving you the contract, are human beings. Those you are going to use to execute the business, or the project, are human beings. Your ability to work with human beings have direct impact on your results, on the growth, on your success, or on your failure. And mainly if you're able to have that skill, that ability developed, you'll be able to work with all kind of people They don't have to be people from only your village. They don't have to be people only from your tribe or people from your Christian background. You'll be able to work with people from everywhere. Doesn't matter whether they are Chinese or Indian, whether they are short or tall, whether they are educated or uneducated, whether they are professionals or they are unprofessional. It really not matter because you would have had that as an ability. It's a strength that you have developed. It's an asset that you have that you can work with all kinds of people. And especially if you have to partner with somebody on a project or on a business, you have had that skill really developed. So business partners will come in all kind of forms. Some will come with money, some will come with some technical skills, some will come with some kind of connections, networks. For instance, if you're starting a business and maybe your partner knows the richest man in the country, and that man believes him, and that man can give you money. When people are worrying about money to grow the business, because you have a connection with you have a partner who has a connection with somebody with money. Maybe if you went alone, you will struggle to get the money. But because of his connections, you could bring in big money without a sweat. So partnership is everything. Somebody will give you big project because of the credibility that another person has built. So whoever that you think that you're getting as a partner will come in with some kind of benefit. And so some will come with their confidence, with their courage, with their leadership skills. What are you also coming with? You should also tell, and it should also be understood what you think you have, that the other person should look at you and focus and appreciate the fact that you brought this. Because when somebody assumes that you have nothing on board, they will think that you didn't contribute anything. And that is what breaks businesses. Some people will start business with whichever their friend or the whoever, and when because it takes a lot of effort to build a business. It takes a lot of effort to even get the idea working. So after 2 3 years, if the business is making some money, the other guy who thought that he did everything would want to hijack the business, because they did not focus, they did not conscientize themselves that the other man brought in something. So when things are doing well, two people can assume that everything that is successful was because of them. So your ability, some people will come with the ability to stay and solve problems. So you look at your partner and what you think they bring on board. What you think they bring on board. Some will come with some passion. Some people would easily give up on an idea. And some others will tell you that let's go and try it another way. Let's go and try it another way. Let's go and try it another way. Burdens, business challenges, difficulties, mistakes, losses, debt. They are lessened if the partners are together in solving problems of the business. And I think that profits are multiplied and they grow exponentially if more minds are involved in the business, which are in agreement, in focus. You don't want the ones that are just disagreeing and want to destroy everything. So you can go far, I think, if you learn how to work with a team, how to work with people. If you don't grow that and you believe that you are the only one with everything, your dream will be very much limited. You can't do much. And if it's a business, then you must have the ability to work with people. If it's a business, if it's something that you want to grow and for it to become big, you must know that it will take human beings to grow it, to take human beings to develop the idea. I think people who have developed this skill go far in life than those who are even intelligent. I think people who know how to connect with people, to work towards a vision, or to develop an idea, people who know how to get the best out of people, how to inspire people, how to connect, will get their dreams realized with less stress and pressure than those who think they are very much intelligent and they know everything that they can do all by themselves. A lot of people grew up with that kind of thinking, that they are very much intelligent, they are very much sharp, Those who went to school, they think that they know everything. That is not a skill that you need to succeed, particularly when it comes to realizing your dream. When it comes to business, one of the best skills that you have is your ability to work with people. Whether you think they're intelligent or they are unintelligent, whether you think they're crook, because sometimes it will come to a point where you have to work with somebody that you know that person is a liar, that person is not honest. But because of what is at stake, the man, you must deal with him to get something done. Your ability to work with such people will decide the success of your business. So it's an ability to partner with somebody to work on an agenda. Sometimes that person may hate you, but you still have to work because of the reason that is there. Maybe sometimes that person is disrespectful and your ego is that high, you don't want to tolerate them at all. Your ability to work with all kinds of humans. If they come across on the way to your dream, if they have to be somewhere, you are from point A to B. You are from A to B, and somebody else is in between the line. That person does not have to be you. That person could be anything. Could be a wicked man, could be a killer, could be a politician, could be anybody that you don't like, you don't agree. But there's a project that person comes along somewhere that you have to agree to get to the goal. Your ability to connect and to work with these people, even though you may not even like them, has a lot to do with the successes that you enjoy in this life. And when it comes to business, those who do business all alone, there are people who have been in business for years. They call it business anyway, but everything they do it alone. They have to go to the place themselves. They don't trust anybody. They don't believe in anybody. They don't. It's only them. They will never be big. Their dream and their business will be small. Because the number one thing that you need for growth, if you don't know, is your ability to work with people. To work with people, your ability to inspire people to be part of a dream of a business, to become a partner, to talk and convince somebody. It's an ability. Because people have their choices. People have their right. People can tell you no. People can tell you yes. Somebody can meet you and never want to meet you again. Somebody. And so if you are going to be successful with your business, at least from where it is to the next stage, you must know that it's a skill that we all must have developed. It is a skill that we must all develop, the ability to work with people. Some of them may never like you. The ability to pick a business partner, the kind that you pick, will break the business or to make the business grow. Or sometimes it can stagnate you for years. Sometimes there are businesses that you entered, and because of the people who were there and you joined them, you lost money. Big one. You lost millions. You lost time. You probably you probably ended up in court with all kind of troubles because of the people that you connected with. And there's another one who just started some business, connected with the right person, and the next minute the business explodes. Your ability to work with people to build the business. So there are things that you have to look for if you're picking a partner. Look for that, especially if it's a partner that you're going to deal with, not on a project, but on a business. You're building a business, you want to partner with somebody. Don't just say that he's my brother. Don't just say that he's my friend. Those are not strong enough. They must have what it takes to partner with you to build a business. You must know their thought, how they think. Are they ready to build a business? Are they ready to be part? Are they fully committed? Are they ready to be committed to building the business? Ask those questions. Don't just assume. that he was my friend, so we decided to work on the project. No, that's an assumption because the business is going to take a lot of stress, a lot of, it is going to place a lot of stress on the both of you, and you must ask questions. Don't just say, oh, yes, I've been thinking of business, so I want to, I'm ready. I have some 10,000. Let's start. No, no, that's not it. If that was your first one, no problem. You may make a mistake. But as you grow, you must develop it as an ability. You look for somebody you think is in a position to be partner of a business. Because that is most possibly, apart from the kind of business idea that you have developed and how workable it is, the next thing that is so much at the point of making a business successful or succeed, or making a business not succeed, or the idea that you are building not succeed, is the partner that you have. Are they ready for the business? Do you think they have it? What are the things that you yourself are looking for in a partner? If you ask me, from where I sit now, from all the nonsense that we have done, I will tell you that you look for somebody who is ready to build a business with you. You should look for somebody who is ready to build a business with you. You're not looking for somebody who's working somewhere and give you money to say that, oh, I have this money, let's put it in the business and say, my partner. No, that one is only their money in it. So there should be different classification for that. But if you need somebody fully involved in the business, you should test their pulse. Do they have the character? Because sometimes you may want to do things rightly, and the other person may say that it doesn't matter, let's just cut corners and go. You may be thinking of building the business for the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and he's thinking of just getting money to go and buy a house, or build a car, or buy a car, or build a house. You should know the intensity of their commitment. You must test it, you must prove it. You have to find a way of knowing it. What is their level of tolerance in terms of pain, losses, difficulties? Do you see anything in their background that shows that they can be committed to a goal, to a vision when things don't work out? Can you see that? If you cannot see that, if you see them as somebody who just breaks and run away when there is a difficulty somewhere, it means that you cannot build a business with that person. There will be so many challenges, there will be so many troubles, there will be so many things that you don't understand and that both of you must agree to work through. So if they cannot see that, you are not going to build the business together. What is the level of their financial skill or their financial knowledge? What is the level of poverty that they grew up in? Because if they had serious abject poverty and they have not corrected that, there is a damage. When they start to see little, they will change. They will change. So you look for those. It does not mean that you discuss them. If you see something that you think is a threat, and you must see what is a threat, because you are thinking of building the business with somebody. And once you're building that business with that person, it has to be the long haul. You're looking at the next 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, maybe. And you are looking for some kind of characteristics in an individual. If you gloss over those characteristics, how well you're able to identify them will determine the strength of the business partnership. If you gloss over any of them, they will show up. The partnership may not be severed, or you may not separate, but you may not be going anywhere. There are two issues. You may be slow getting to your dreams because you pick a wrong partner, or it will break under stress, under pressure. So you test for that. You look for their level of their intelligence in terms of finances, because they are going to, it's something that you're going, business, finance, unfortunately, is part of it. So, unfortunately, it's part of it. So the person's understanding of finance is very much important. The person's understanding of the particular business that you're doing is also very much important. What you think they bring on board is also very much important. What skill you think they have for the benefit of the business is very, very much important. The understanding is very much important. So you look for this. If you don't, and you just say that, oh, it doesn't matter, you will solve it. Some people will say that we will cross it when we get to the river or the bridge. No, some of them discuss them. Because if you look at those who have been able to build business together with their partners, you can see that there are things that they had right. They had them rightly or rightly set right from the beginning. There are things that they talked about, they discussed, they detailed them, and they apportioned their responsibilities. They had enough respect for one another. They really understood the benefit of the relationship and the goal for the business. If you don't do those, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It will break. That's why you hear, oh, we tried a partnership and it didn't work. How much did you put in before you formed the partnership? How much discussion? How much disagreement that you had? How much detail that you discussed? What did you look for in the partner? You just your friend or your schoolmate or a church member. Those don't qualify. Those could just be friendship. But if you are equipped and you have had it as an ability, you'll be able to notice the things that you will need to form a strong partnership. So that you don't waste your time, you don't waste anybody's time, you don't waste resources, you don't waste 10 years of your time not going anywhere because you just made a wrong choice with the partner. There are a lot of business people who are in wrong relationship in terms of partnership, and it's taking toll on them, on stress, on everything. And so look for the right one. It's an ability that you have to develop. Nobody is born with it like that. It is developed. So you study it. You study it, and you must know how they think, their mindset. It's very much important, especially when it comes to somebody you're choosing as a business partner. Very much important, because you cannot build a business. Now the business is doing well, and there's disagreement. All the effort that you have done in the business for the last 10 years, one day, everything. Now you have to gather the pieces and go and build it again. You cannot just throw 10 years of your life like that. If it so happen, fine. I mean, things happen. But at least if you start with some level of awareness, it's maybe it will be an advantage for you as well. So know the advantages of having a partner. That the burden is lessened, and there is strength, and you're able to do and grow faster if the partnership was informed and chosen well. If the people who connected understood themselves well and the vision and the business that they were doing. It is an ability. You must have that, and the other person or the other people must also have that. And then in that case, you may be able to form a business partnership that may, still may, that may work for both of you. And because a lot of people go alone on business, the stress is so much they give up that quickly because business was not meant to be, done all by yourself like that. There's a lot that others can take. Then you can have the strength to focus on other things. So you go as faster. You can go far if you pick the right partner. And your growth can be exponential if the partner is good. People can bring all kind of benefits out of relationship or partnership. And so if you are with a partner, be less suspicious. And what you don't understand, ask questions. And be prepared to be convinced by your partner. And be grateful for the relationship and appreciate what the contributions that each of you is making for the business growth. And always remember how you met and how much you have endured in terms of the business, because there will be a lot that you would have to put up with. Pain, struggle, losses, debt, difficulties, challenges, disagreements. So if you're able to pull it through, you will come to a stage where you will sit back and see the benefits of working with another person. Working with you can't grow anything if you don't have this ability to work with people. You cannot grow anything. No one is an island. No one is an island. So learn how to work together with people and grow together with your partner. Learn, study. Pick a book. If there's a book that you're learning, if there's a program that you're watching, at least let them also know that you're studying and becoming something. Because your growth level, the level of your maturity, will prove the level of the maturity of the relationship and the level of maturity that the business you're building together will get to. And learn to handle the disagreements, as I said, because they will come. And handle them professionally. Don't let other people come in to complicate issues. And don't fight in front of people and things like that. It's not good. Even if you don't understand something, keep your anger, keep your emotions, and learn to talk professionally. Because for all you know, the other person may not mean evil. For all you know, you may be working on the same page, but how it was communicated. So constant communication, constant talking about the business, about the relationship, about where you're going is very much important. It's an ability. If you don't have it developed well, you will work all by yourself and you say that, oh, me, my business, I do everything alone. And that's why because something about life is that we are all growing. And so we trade the time that we have to build beyond ourselves. So that when we get to a stage when we can do more, the ones that we sacrifice our time to build will take care of the future. And so this is one of it. When you learn to work with people, you build structure, you build infrastructure, you're able to build systems, and a business is made up of people. So learn how to work, especially with your partner. And what again? And also you also have to know what you have on board, and don't be selfish. Don't grow up. We've been groomed. The culture has groomed us to be so much self-focused. So everything we consider ourselves first. You cannot be a person who wants to be in partnership. Work with people and always put your self-interest first. Because the moment people see that you are only selfish, no genuine person will be with you like that. They'll walk off. Because it's always about you. You don't see the input of others. You don't share. You put everything on you. And if it's success, it's you. If it's trouble, it's everybody. That is not an ability to build a business. So think in the interest of the team. Think in the interest of others. And act in the interest of others as well. And act in the interest of the business. Always like that. You talk more of we than me or I. You talk of us. You talk of us than mine. You talk of the group. You create an atmosphere where people feel part. That's the talk. If you master the ability to work with people, it's more inclusive, and people will see the genuineness of your heart to wish everybody well. Because you don't have the ability to work with people. If you only want to use people for your benefit, you have no idea what ability. That is not our ability. The ability to work with the best of people is when everybody thinks that you're all working for your common interest. And that is an ability that you develop. People should not work with you and they feel like they are just enslaving their lives for you. They are not sure of where they are going. That is not, it means that you have not developed that ability. So show maturity in tough times and be genuinely interested in things that are interested in people, that people are interested in. Have time for the important things that the partner needs. Everybody that you work with, there are things that are important to them. Even if you don't like them, those things, you still have to show some kind of interest. Ask people about their family, ask people about what the future is holding, ask them about their children, their parents. It's not just money, 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 money. It's not just business, business, business. If people genuinely know that you have a good heart and you're interested in them, You bond easily. And they can do everything for the common interest. They can do everything for the common interest. So it's an ability. If you don't develop that, you will struggle alone, and you will not get the best of people to work with. You will not get. And the strength of the business is the quality of the people, as I said, that we are able to work with. The quality of the partner is so much crucial to the success of the business. The business is just an idea. What makes it strong is the strength of the people involved in the business, and your ability to know who to work with and who to choose to be part of the dream is as sure as the future of the business. So you look for things that people must have for them to be a partner in the business. They must have character, they must have endurance, they must have commitment, they must have values, they should have some financial understanding, and they should not break under pressure. They should be interested in the business, and they should see the value that you also bring on board. They should be appreciative and thankful and grateful for what both of you or what everybody is bringing to the business. It's an ability. If you don't develop the ability to work with people, you work and suffer alone. And life has so many troubles anyway. So you don't want to have the business trouble that you alone are solving. Maybe when the money comes, you alone can chop the money. But when the troubles come, you must also chop your troubles alone. And that's not how you grow. You grow with your ability. The strength of your ability to work with people is how you grow. How you grow. How you grow. All the great businesses that you hear about, if they are doing well, go and look at the quality of the people in the business. I'm not talking of those who are cheating and lying. I'm talking of those who have built genuine businesses from an idea to a working model, who are managing their finances well, who are taking care of people, who are responsible. Those kind of people, go and look at how they work with people. You'll be amazed. Sometimes you get there and you'll not even see who is the CEO or the chairman. Everybody is treated with respect. Everybody is contributing their quota, and everybody's contribution is appreciated. People, there's no class, there's no servanthood. People are able to discuss, and people feel like they're part of a dream that they're building. It's an ability. It's an ability. And people don't feel like they're sidelined. People feel like they're ahead. And these are tough things that you have to do as a business leader, as somebody who wants to build a business. So if your partner does not feel like ahead, doesn't feel like he's making a contribution, when the partner feels like a sideline, he will hold back. He will not be part. He will not be happy. He will think like you're planning something. So it is important that you improve that. And not only with your partner, but even with your employees, with your suppliers, with other people who are involved in the kind of business that you're doing. It's very much important that you improve your ability to work with people. The success of any business that you're going to do or you're doing is largely dependent on the quality. The businesses that are collapsing, the banks that are going down, go and look at the quality there, the quality of the people, and how they work together. If you see any break anywhere, any collapse, go and look at how they work together. You can be certain that it was not good. That's why it collapsed. That's why it collapsed. So you look for people, partners, partners especially. Look for the things that things that you can value. Look for that in a partner. Look for that in a partner. Things that you can value. The character, the strength. Look for the good heart. Don't look for somebody who's a little thing is want to take you to police station or to take you to court, who cannot hold losses. Somebody who cannot be cheated. that does not have that disposition to be a business partner. They are cantankerous, they are legalistic, they will fight you at the slightest provocation. You don't need somebody like that to be a business partner. At least not your first business. Because you waste a lot of time fighting them than fighting for the dream of the business. So you look for that. Look out for that. Because if you miss any of them, you will stagnate with your business and the business may never survive. The idea may never work. But if you see somebody who is patient, who is hopeful, who is kind, who is diligent, who is committed, who is industrious, who is hardworking, somebody who is intelligent, somebody who can sacrifice, somebody who is ready for the goal. If you can see those, it's an ability. And that's why you can identify who to pick as a partner, who to pick and to work with. That's why when you get anywhere too, you can identify how to work with anybody. It means that it's a skill. So you can sit back and look and still find a way of working with anybody at all to get to the dream and to the goals. But when it comes to a partner who has equal stake in the business, there's more that you have to look out for. There is more. There is more. It is better to go alone than to go with a bad business partner. Even in the marriage, same. It's the same skill, the same strength, the same disposition. The ability to choose somebody who is mature to marry will have a long way to do with the survival of the marriage and the peace of it than when you pick anybody. An immature person will break the relationship before it even starts. So it is up to you, the ability to withstand pain and challenges and difficulties. Or sometimes to see a lot of growth and not change. It's very much important. So the ability to work with people is that much important to the survivor and to the success of the business and to the goals and to the dream. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you.